Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. Let's just check some things. Yeah, I've got some noise coming through. Okay, that's good. Not from the lobby yet, but you will have. So we're back for round 5 of P1RC's Porsche 911 GT3 RS League. We are coming from Croix, I don't even know how you say that, over there in France. So which variant are we on? Version A, so it's a great big long track. Tricky one. There's some difficult corners, a lot of 90-degree sort of turns, very sharp edged corners. Can catch some of the drivers out. We'll see how they get on. Might catch nobody out, but yeah, round 5 tonight from St. Croix. And let's go and have a look at some points before we jump in this lobby. So, taking the lead only by a snippet, Obi-Wan with 201 points. Then we've got Mocking Weeks in second with 198. We've got P1RC's in third with 169 points. Pilgrim in fourth with 165 points. Tire Slayer fifth with 150 points. We've got Captain Pugwash in 6th with 101 points. Ice Chan 7th with 84 points. We've got P1 Don with 75 points in 8th. In 9th, we've got Skippy with 60 points. Bo in 10th with 41 points. Slow Seamus in 11th with 20 points. But not seen Slow Seamus. Not in the lobby tonight either. So that's points running into tonight's race, or races, should I say. We've got 3 15-minute races coming up for you guys here at St. Croix. Again, it's quite a long track, so we'll see how they get on in terms of the amount of laps and stuff. I don't know how long the lap times are here. So t-shirts and stickers still available, people. Hit me up, you know the usual thing. I'm not even going to do it. Just dartsmoker@googlemail.com. There you go. And let's get ourselves in then. Turn some noise on. Qualifying already underway. So you can see the track in the top right hand corner. It's a little bit of a tricky one. So we've got Pilgrim, Mocking Weeks, Obi-Wan, Captain Pugwash, Ice Chan, Skippy, P1RC's, Tire Slayer and Bo, all the numbers. 9 drivers on track tonight. Good to see some a slightly more full lobby than last week. I think we were down to 6 last week, I think. But here we are, we've got 9 drivers on track, so let's crack on then and get on with this qualifying session and see who's where. Someone's found the horn again. Again, I think these cars have got DRS. That big spoiler opens and closes depending when they stomp the finger on the button. But I think some people have set it up so it's their horn as well. So when they activate DRS, their horn goes off. Absolutely adamant. So 1 minute 19 on the outlap. Big long circuit then this St. Croix again. Just, I mean, it's quite a wide circuit as you can see, but carry a lot of speed into some of these corners. Tricky one coming up. We'll do a lap on board when they come round. It's a long way back. We'll have a look at some liveries while we're here. I see in the chat someone had got a new one. Pilgrim Designs. You want anything designing, give him a hit up. Mocking Weeks, he's gone for the white for race 1. 3 15-minute races. There we go. Best water treatment this week again for water technology. Sorry again for Obi. P1RC's, he's gone for the doctor. loud this week for PAV46. Got Ice Chand in his usual livery. Matte green, bit of yellow. He does love it. It's a nice colour. Lest we forget, I'll just pat my chest there. I've got my pop on. Thank you very much. Tyre Slayer again, another one, another good one. To see the boys showing respect this week. Skippy, in the Castrol Edge livery. Bo in his rotiform. Colourful one, that one as well. Yeah, PAV46 going for that big noisy one. Okay, coming up to the start line then. Let's jump on board with a Pilgrim. DRS wide open. You can see the red flashing icon in the bottom of the screen there. Closes now as he comes into turn one. You've got to stay off that green curving on the inside. All four wheels onto that, and it is a great big penalty. You don't want to be picking up one of those. Up the hill then, through this little kink to the right. Quite a sharp left coming up. You can carry a bit of speed through it. Just got to make sure you don't run out too far wide. Not a lot of runoff. Oh, a little bit too wide. Here we go then. No curb on the inside. Not a lot of runoff on the outside as well. All grass. Hence why you've got to get these corners right here in this particular variant. Well, anywhere really at St. Croix. 90-degree right-hander towards another 90-degree right-hander. Sandpits on the exit of some of these corners as well. 90-degree left coming up. There you go, sandpit on the exit of this one. Don't want to get tangled up with that. Bit of a sweeping left then down towards a 90 right and another, sorry, just over a 90 right. Starts at 90 right, peels open. Again, just stretching those track limits here a little bit, Pilgrim. Dipping wheels all over the grass. Car skitching out, dirty tyres. Hold on to that one. Bit of a straight then. Got a naughty little kink coming up at the end of this. Concentrated behind the wheel at the minute, Pilgrim. Is hard on the brakes. Oh, a little bit deep maybe, not too bad. DRS wide open again. To this next corner, a little bit of pressure here, but again it's only qualifying. Rocking Weeks nipping his way through there. Oh, Pilgrim getting a swap on. He's held on to it though. Rocking Weeks has got past, so that should probably put him on top spot when it comes across the line. We'll see. We've got to make it across the bridge first. To overtake if you can get the entrance onto the bridge correct. You can go for a bit of a move into these corners coming off the end. Almost sideways for Mockin. Through that little set of S's then off the bridge. Long sweeping right-hander. Great big dome of a corner. Speed through there, 30 miles an hour into this 90 left. Short little straight then down the hill to the start finish, to the final corner, and another 90 right. To that start finish straight, there he is. A little swap then for Pilgrim, but not too bad. We'll see where everybody comes. It's a one-shot qualifying. Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry, apologies. A one-shot qualifier. So that out lap and your hot lap, that was it. So that's why they were racing, Pilgrim and Mockin, if you like. Not everybody across the line, but it is currently Mockin on pole, Obi in second. Pav in third, Pilgrim in fourth. Two drivers yet to cross the line. Ice Chand in fifth. Captain Pugwash in sixth. Tyre Slayer seventh. Got Skippy coming up towards the line. Oh. Tyre Tyre Slayer just missed. Sorry, he comes home in 8th and Skippy takes 9th. So we just missed Tyre Slayer as he came across the line. So that is going to be grid positions for race 1. There they are then, Mockin on pole. Obi 2nd, Pav in 3rd, Pilgrim 4th, Bo in 5th, Ice Chan 6th, Captain Pugwash in 7th, Tyre Slayer in 8th. And poor Skippy all on his own on that second page in 9th. We still love you, Skips. On the other side of the world. Racing at like 7 in the morning or something daft. 8, maybe 9, I don't know. Maniac. Right, nonsense on. Race 1 coming up. 15 minutes here then at St. Croix. Mockin on that pole position. Bit of a run down towards turn 1, but it's more running up towards turn 2. You've got to watch then. The lights go on. The bouncy Porsches get off the line then just about. Really don't know what's going on with those. Obi getting a great start, pushing his way right next to Mockin coming into turn 1. I was saying that's not really a place you can go for a move, but Mockin's, sorry, Obi's telling me otherwise. He's got his nose next to Mockin running up the hill then. He's got the inside line coming through here. He's left the door open as well. That's given Pav a bit of a look up the inside, but he's had a swap on that, slowed him down coming out of the corner, allowed Pilgrim through. It just about side by side with Pilgrim coming through there, but it is Pilgrim that sneaks through into 3rd then in the first few corners. It is Obi into the lead then, Mockin in 2nd, Pilgrim 3rd, Pav in 4th, Ice Chand in 5th, Bo in 6th, Captain Pugwash 7th, Tyre Slayer in 8th, Skippy 9th. Not a lot of movement at the back. A couple of positions swapped in this front. A few drivers though. Leading this pack, Mockin keeping himself tucked right under his rear wing, as is Pilgrim, as is Pav 46. So sports soft tyres. We haven't got racing tyres on tonight. It is sports soft tyres. They have to use a set of sports medium tyres as well at some point throughout the night, so that can catch them out. Have to flick through and just catch whether anybody's on those tyres for race 1. Currently Obi on the sports softs though. Excuse me. Mockin also on those softs. Pilgrim on the softs. Pav on the softs. A little bit deep through there. He's on the softs as well. Mediums on board for Ice Chand in 6th then. Captain Pugwash in 7th, also on those mediums. The graphic in the bottom left hand side of the screen. SM and SS being displayed. SM for Tyre Slayer in 8th, then the sports mediums, and Skippy also on those sports mediums. So these boys obviously won't be as quick as the top 5 drivers. So we just have a look at Pilgrim and Pav side by side as they're coming down towards the exit of the bridge. Pilgrim's got the inside line. Onto that through there. Pav looking for a different line, different exit. Oh, gets a little bit of a loose rear end coming out of that corner. Little flap of the DRS opening up through there, trying to break the toe from Pav 46 behind. A little bit of work too. Oh, he's run himself off track almost there, Pilgrim. He's so careful. He's going to fall back from Mockin Weeks in front. Further into the clutches of Pav 46 down this final straight then towards the last corner. Pav having a little think about it, but again, Pilgrim's just going to cut across the track looking for that apex. Gets a good exit though. He's side by side with Pilgrim again. He's going to get the move here. Showing he's already in front, and he is. He sweeps across then in front of Pilgrim into turn 1. Great move by Pav. A little bit of a mistake there by Pilgrim, but Pav just ready for it. Back up front then, the top 2, just half a second between them. Obi-Wan leading, Mockin Weeks in 2nd. Pav just taking that 3rd position off of Pilgrim, but they're now 2.2 seconds back from that battle up front. It's going to cost you a little bit of time when you're fighting. Bo in 5th then. 2.6 seconds away from Pilgrim in front, but he is 2.7 seconds away from Ice Chand now in 6th. So Ice Chand and everybody else behind him on the sports mediums. So a slightly slower tyre, not as grippy. Won't let you go around these corners anywhere near as quick as the sports softs. Closing upon Tyre Slayer then. That final position, just as we catch Mocking Weeks all over the back of Obi. Got a bit of a straight to play with here as well. Oh! Obi's run himself off track through that corner. He's just dipped a wheel on the outside of this. Ooh, that was almost Bo doing the same thing as well. I think that's exactly what Obi's done. He's just come off so much worse. He's got a little bit of damage on the front end. He's dropped all the way back down to 5th position now. The car will be running a little bit slower with that damage. He's got some work to do now. He's managed to stay ahead of the drivers on the medium tyre. And again, wheels off the track there. Dirty tyres, I think, might be costing him a little bit. Pushing a bit hard then Obi, but that has given Mocking Weeks a clear lead then, 2.4 seconds over Pav 46. He's still being harangued a little bit by Pilgrim. Just took this position off of Pilgrim in the previous lap, just around these next few corners, set himself up again. A tiny little bit of a mistake from Pilgrim, just cost him that time coming out of the corner. Allowed Pav 46 to make his move. Pilgrim's got himself back up to speed though, took himself... So we see that Porsche go sliding across the track. I didn't think he was going to hang on to that, but he has. Loses a bit of time to Pav 46 in front then. Pav will want to be doing, dropping the toe behind of Pilgrim and concentrating on that driver in front. 2.6 seconds up the road now. 2.7, having a really good race up there in front at the minute is Mocking. Fastest lap of the race so far as well, unsurprising. Clean track in front of him. Bo then gets promoted into 4th as well. Obi gets closer to him, but he's still got a little bit of work to do to get past him. Just gets within tow range as well, heading up the hill. Just running ourselves back. Ice Chand then holding on to that 6th position. Captain Pugwash all over the back of him though. Just 0.4 of a second back. A little bit slippier on the tyres then, with these sports mediums on for these drivers at the back. Tyre Slayer and Skippy keeping it pretty close together as well. There's 0.7 of a second in it between these two. So, where's the battle? Still between Pav and Pilgrim at the minute. Weeks clearly up front then, 3.7 seconds. Again, just having nobody around him, nobody to stress him out, nobody to think about. He can just think about his lines and where he needs to brake. Whereas Pav's got to, he's got to consider that Pilgrim might throw one up the inside at any minute. He is closing up on him. Tiny mistakes from Pav will cost him that time to Pilgrim behind. Again, Pilgrim's all over the back of him. On this little bit of a straight. They're coming up to this kink though. Tricky one. Almost side by side through there. Plenty of respect given. Plenty of room between the two of them. Obi is still trying to close up on Bo. He's hanging on to that 4th at the minute, Bo. Let's get on board with Pilgrim. So we sat on board with Pilgrim during his qualifying lap. Look, see what he's like, having a the chase down of Pav 46 in front. Coming off the bridge then. Oh, closes up. Oh, very late braking. Slings one up the inside. Great big pile of mistakes for Pilgrim coming through there. He knows he's made a mistake. Backs off the throttle. It's almost taking Pav out as well. Just trying a little bit too hard there, Pilgs. Through the dome then. Loses a little bit of ground to Pav 46 in front as well due to that. Backed off the throttle, knew he came in far too hard, almost taking Pav out. Did take the second position off of Pav, but gave it back due to knowing he's in the wrong. And that's what we want, that's why we like these kind of races. We don't go in the dailies because it's full of maniacs that don't care. You haven't ever got to see them again, but you know, these boys, they race week in, week out, you know, practice lobbies week in, week out, probably most nights. A lot of respect shown on track, and we don't want people being pushed off track. What's the point? It spoils everyone's game, doesn't it? Clean and fair racing, which is what we've certainly got here. Bo then hanging on to fourth, but for how much longer? Obi-Wan all over the back of him. He's been threatening this one. He's been closing up for a lap or two. Again, just that little mistake. The lead of the race just binned it around one of these faster corners. Just on the exit, dipped a wheel in the sand, I think. Spun him round and off he went. Oh, Bo then risking it for a biscuit through there. That might have been exactly what... is that the corner? It's not the corner, is it? Who knows which corner it was. Pav and Pilgrim go through the frame then. Obi has a little look at Bo. Oh. Sticks one up the inside. Bo doesn't defend too much. Just slow the pair of them down if he does defend. Whereas he knows. Oh, he sticks one back up the inside. Has a little think about it anyway. Needs to stick on Obi's tail. Obi's one of the faster drivers in the P1 stables, so if you can hang on to the back of Obi, pull him back towards that third place fight along with himself. I'm starting to run out of time though. Again, 3 15-minute races tonight. We're already almost at the 12-minute mark in race 1 here. Mocking Weeks stomping his way around here all on his own. 7.4 seconds up the road as he hits the bridge. 46 in second, still being harassed a little bit. Being harassed a little bit by Pilgrim coming onto the bridge. So we saw Pilgrim go for it last time. This is where he outbraked himself. Pav 46 backs off a little bit early. He sees the move coming, I think. Goes for a little bit of a look back down outside round this long dome corner. And Pilgrim just flicking his DRS open, a little blimp through here just to help this Porsche pull away. Keep himself in front. Pav 46 all over the back of him though. Pilgrim giving him plenty of room around these corners. They are pretty much side by side again almost. I think Pilgrim's just got the advantage. He manages to get himself back across onto the racing line then, down towards this final corner. This is where we saw Pav 46 go for him last time though. Pilgrim not making the mistake this time into the corner before it, which slowed him down a little. Can Pav get that second back? Obi then into that fourth position. Unfortunately, Bo's lost the toe off of the back of that fourth place driver then. Didn't do too bad, but he's currently fifth. Thomas Chand in sixth. Pugwash 7th. Tyre Slayer in 8th. Skippy 9th. The medium tyre drivers not doing much in terms of... Oh, Skippy! No, not in the pits. No, Skippy. No. Pit skips. No. Don't need tyres. Don't go in the pits. It's put him in the... Oh, I thought it put him in the pits. Oh, I thought it had auto-pitted him. But he's saying, forget it. I'm going to set my car on fire because I've only got a minute left and, you know, I'll be all on my own racing. So I'm just going to burn some tyres out while I wait for everyone else to come round. Hopefully he stays out of the way as these drivers do get towards the line. I'm sure he'll probably cross the line before they get there. Look at this, 8.5 seconds up the road for Mockin. Keeping it nice and clean. Pilgrim and Pav still neck and neck. Again, Pilgrim just dipping his wheels on the grass through there. I'm sure that how that's not affecting around this next corner with those dirty tyres, all the way on the outside as well on those dirty tyres. How it doesn't make that car slide a little bit, I don't know, but he hangs on to it. 46 then, he's still getting a tow, but is it going to be enough? Can he get himself close enough to make a move? This will become final lap then. It is 15 minutes on the clock now. Final lap shows up on the screen. Should see, let's have a look. We'll probably see a Skippy go for the line any second. Oh no, he won't see the final lap because he's not crossed the line. Everybody else does though. Mockin comes off the bridge. 9 seconds up the road. These two still at it. Par 46 not close enough to go for Hail Mary off the bridge. Just to get a good drive through Dome Corner. That's my new name for it. Rossi livery gets a nice tight line through there, puts the pressure on Pilgrim. Pilgrim gets some wheels on the grass on the exit of that corner. Par 46 has got a good run down here. He's got himself into second. Mockin Weeks though coming up towards the line. We will watch him take the win. It's been a little bit boring for him after Obi decided to eject himself. Par 46. Oh, is it Pilgrim? Oh, Pav just taking that by maybe a layer of paint or two. Maybe the number plate on the front. I think that's cheating. It's the number plate that won it, not you. Pav 46 taking second, then Pilgrim taking third. Obi fourth. Unfortunately, like I say, binned it in his attempt to hold on to that first place while being pressured by Mockin. Just stuck himself off track a little bit too far and around he went. Bo then taking fifth. Ice Chand coming home in sixth. Tyre Slayer in seventh. Captain Pugwash coming up towards the line. Oh, Tyre Slayer taking seventh. What happened to you, Captain Pugwash? Where did you bin it? On that last lap. Why would you do that? And then Skippy burning his tyres out and taking that final position. But there it is. Mockin. Confident win then in the end. Almost 10 seconds in front. There are official results then. Mockin on that top spot. Fastest lap as well, I think. 3:13.6, yeah. Pav taking second, then Pilgrim third, Obi in fourth, Bo fifth, Ice Chan sixth, Tyre Slayer seventh, Captain Pugwash in eighth, and then Skippy all on his own again on that back page. Oh, poor Skips. So, reverse grid race for race 2. We'll probably see 1 or 2 drivers chopping and changing tyres. Obviously, all the drivers that were on the medium tyre are now free to use the soft tyre for the next 2 races. They don't have to use the mediums again, so they've got them out of the way. Whereas the top, was it the top 5 drivers? Yes, it was. They've all still got to use the mediums at some point. So, you know, tactical now, isn't it? When would you use them? Would you use them in race 1? Would you wait to see how you got on race 1 and then decide whether you used him in race 2? Or do you risk it in race 2, hoping you get a good result so you haven't got the crappy tyres for race 3? Ooh, what would you do? Ooh. If it was me, and or my boys, who they know who they are, alright, if it was me and my boys, we'd sneak 3 sets of mediums in, but 3 sets of softs in, but then have like mediums written on 1 set of softs really sneakily so you couldn't see it, so it just looked like a set of mediums, but really they were softs. Or we'd blag all 3 softs and then just take the penalty afterwards. So the call coming in the chat then, we're going to kick off race 2 at 21:32, so 3 minutes to go. Are we going to see a livery colour change from Mockin? He's still in the white one at the minute. He does like to flip and flop. Sometimes blue, sometimes white, sometimes black. Pav 46's new Valentino Rossi livery as well. Blaring it out this week. And it's happened again, look. It's happened again. Bo's left the room. But this happens every time we have a lobby with him. Comes in the room, races, leaves the lobby, comes back into the lobby, races. No livery change. Nothing changes. Again, wasn't sure if you could set this up so as the race finishes, it gives you an auto thanks for the race kind of thing. Cheers, thanks very much, can we race again, whatever it was, your auto reply, and then it ejects you out of the lobby. I don't know if you can do that. So, where's that going to put us then? It's going to be Skippy on pole position, Captain Pugwash in second, Tyre Slayer third, Ice Chand fourth, yeah, Bo fifth, if he comes back in the room, Obi-Wan sixth, Pilgrim seventh, Pav eighth, and Mocking Weeks in ninth. That's what it should be. Again, it just depends if Bo comes back in the room. Wait, no Bo. Wait for Bo. Should I tell him? Come on. Nope. Told him. Is he coming back? Who knows, says Mocking Weeks. So, don't forget to vote for Driver of the Day. I think I completely forgot all races last week to mention it. But there are prizes for the drivers at the end of the season. So, the Driver of the Day get collated up over the season, and whoever sort of takes the most Driver of the Day jibbity jobs, you know, they get a little bit of a prize at the end of the season. But Bo's too late. We are starting race 2 without him, unfortunately, so down to 8 drivers. You watch, he'll join the lobby just as it kicks off. So reverse grid then, unfortunately without Bo. We get the jumpy Porsches off the line again. Hopefully no false starts Skippy on that pole position. Pugwash in second. Tyre Slayer third. Ice Chant fourth. Obi fifth. Pilgrim sixth. Pav in seventh. And Mockin in eighth. Oh, we have got a false start. It is a false start from Obi at the back. Where's he going to end up? He's down to seventh. So we'll have a look at tyre choices as well. Skippy kicking up some grass on the exit of turn one. He's lost that lead to Captain Pugwash. Pugwash on the soft tyre for race 2. Skippy on the soft as well. Have set of softs on. He's already up into third position here. Pushed well early on to get through the pack. Tyre Slayer in fourth. Pilgrim fifth. Ice Champ in sixth. Obi seventh. Mockin Weeks in eighth. I missed tyre choices through some of those drivers. So Pav's on the softs. We've got Tyre Slayer on the softs. Softs on for Pilgrim. Softs on for Ice Chand. Mediums on for Obi. And mediums on for Mockin Weeks then. Still holding on to the pack at the minute. Those medium tyre drivers. Only the two of them in race 2 then. Wash leads. Skippy running it wide through the exit of that corner. He's now under pressure from Pav 46. We've got a little bit of a battle kicking off as well. Three-way fight there between Pilgrim, Tyre Slayer and Ice Chand. And there it is while we were looking at that. Pav decides he's just going to drive past Skippy. Into second he goes. Captain Pugwash under threat then. Kicking off for fourth. Tyre Slayer under pressure. Ice Chan and Pilgrim looking for a way past him. Skippy. Ooh, Skippy getting that one wrong as well. A couple of drivers sneak past him there as well. Falls back to sixth. There goes Mockin Weeks past him. Down a little bit early, maybe couldn't quite get that corner right whilst going for the overtake, so he's had to give that position back. He falls off the back a little bit, 1 second behind, just out of tow range at the minute. We'll see how he gets on though. Pav though decides he's going to drive straight past Captain Pugwash as well, thank you very much, and into the lead of the race he goes. Pugwash trying to hang on to second down here. We know Pilgrim's a bit partial to a dive bomb through there, but he's not managed to get his way past Pugwash. He has got his way into third position then. Tyre Slayer in fourth. Nice Chan looking for a way past him in fifth. Just pushing him around here. Skippy sixth. Mockin Weeks to get past him again. Again, medium tyres on board for Mockin. Medium tyres on board for Obi. Both drivers at the back of the field. Pav leads then, half a second from Captain Pugwash. We've still got a battle kicking off for third. Pilgrim, Ice Chand and Tyre Slayer looking for that one. Almost off track there. Tyre Slayer's had to take a tighter line. It slowed him down, allowed Ice Chand to hold on to that fourth. Tyre Slayer now fifth then. And we go down towards turn 1. So Pav's still got 0.5 of a second. Let's see how he gets on through these next few corners. Can he pull a bit of a gap? Pilgrim. Oh, Pilgrim. Oh, he got a swap on coming out of turn 2. He's put him in the dirt. He's now got dirty tyres. Tyre Slayer and Ice Chand have got past him, and he's now got a mirror full of Skippy and Mockin Weeks. Weeks actually looking to get past Skippy here as well on that medium tyre. Dives up the inside. It's a risky move. He's made it work though, Mockin. And he is right on the tail of Pilgrim still. Nice Chan then up into third position. Tyre Slayer into fourth. That little mistake. Captain Pugwash second, but Pav 46 has made a bit of ground on him. He's now got a full second lead over Captain Pugwash. Still pulling time here as well. Oh no, what's happened to Obi and Skippy? They've fallen way back. Have they had a little bit of a coming together maybe? Obi's 9 seconds behind Mocky Weeks, and he's got Skippy right there with him. We'll find out at some point. Let's jump back aboard with race leader. 0.8 seconds up the road then for Pav as he rolls himself across the bridge. Captain Pugwash under threat here for second though. Ice Chan's got a little wing up the inside into the bridge exit. Controls the speed coming off there as well. Keeps it nice and clean. Holds on to second then Ice Chan. Captain Pugwash third. Tyre Slayer dinks into the wall on the exit of that corner. Puts himself under pressure from Pilgrim. Pilgrim looking to run around the outside through the dome. Gets it done as well, carries that little bit of extra speed around the outside, well not around the outside, just due to that mistake with Tyre Slayer nipping his car into the wall. Able to carry that little bit of extra speed for Pilgs. Tyre Slayer in 5th then, Mocking at 6th. Not too far off the back of those drivers in front. On that medium tyre as well, Mocking 1.6 seconds off of 5th place, only 6 seconds off of race leader. Still 9 seconds behind. Again, these two I think have had to come in together at some point. Look at this now, Pav 46 stretching his feet up front, 2.1 seconds. Ice Chan and Captain Pugwash have had a little bit of a ding dong, you know, looking for positions. Ice Chan now into that second position. Can he make his way anywhere closer to Pav 46? He's going to empty his mirrors of Captain Pugwash as well. Getting his way past Tyre Slayer into 4th. Tyre Slayer 5th. Mocky Weeks losing a little bit more time again on that slower tyre, to be expected. He's going to have a bit of a lonely race for the second half of it, I think. Obi's a little bit too far back, as is Skippy. So that time between race leader and Ice Chan is coming down. Pressing this little green Porsche around here, trying to close that gap up. Sports tyres, you can hear squealing around some of these corners. They're having to give the throttle a couple of little jabs around here just to let the car settle itself down before you give the throttle another jab. 1.6 seconds the gap between himself and race leader then. Captain Pugwash still just over a second behind him. He is out of tow range now. He'll be having his own problems soon anyway. He's got a Pilgrim closing up on him pretty quickly. He's dragging a Tyre Slayer along with him. Ice Chan takes a 10th out of Pav 46. It's a little bit loose through there, Pav. Chan grabs another couple of tenths off him. Onto the bridge we go again then. 1.3 seconds the gap now between Ice Chan and Pilgrim. Oh, it is Pilgrim now. Got himself past Captain Pugwash. Tyre Slayer having a little look. Captain Pugwash not getting a couple of good corners there then. Pilgrim getting his way through. Tyre Slayer looking for his own way past now as well. Heading into the dome. So he's just seen a Pilgrim drive around the outside of him through here, but can't quite get that move done yet on Mr. Pugwash. Ooh, side by side through there. Tiny bit of wing rubbing. It is Captain Pugwash that's hanging on to it as they run down the hill. Captain Pugwash peels across the track, then dropping the toe for Tyre Slayer. into race 2 here then. Here's P1RC's leading by 1.3 seconds. Nice Chan trying to close him up. DRS getting stomped wide open up this long straight up the hill. It's not a long straight, it's a short straight with a little right hand kick on it, but you know, you can keep it stomped. 2.5 seconds back in third. Bit of work to do in these last 5 minutes if he wants to make up any more positions. 4.5 minutes. Captain Porsche in fourth still. Tyre Slayer. Ooh, a little bit deep through there, Captain Porsche. Still looking for a way through, but not happening just yet. There is Mocking Weeks in 6th. And that slower tyre still only 4 seconds back off of Tyre Slayer. I've got Skippy now, who's up into 7th. 17 seconds behind Mocking now, 17.4. And Obi on that medium tyre falls into 8th. Unfortunately for him, it is final positions here. Gives you your final race positions for race 3. So unfortunately, I was going to say he's going to come in 8th, but he's not, because Skippy's going to relieve him of that one. Nipped into the sandbox himself. Race leader Pav then pulls a little bit more time over Ice Chand. Dropped him fully yet. They've kept themselves out of the danger zone of Pilgrim for the time being. 3 minutes left on race 2's timer. Oh, Tyre Slayer with Mr. Move. Sorry, Tyre Slayer's got his way past Captain Bugwash. Captain Bugwash might be able to get a little bit of a run on him down here. Bumper to bumper. Tyre Slayer taking the defensive line this time. Pugwash going for the late braking. Trying to get a better line and speed through this one. Tyre Slayer still holds that inside line though. To the dome they go again for lap 4. I'd say Captain Pugwash is in front, but as they come into the corner, Tyre Slayer hangs onto it. 13 minutes into race 2 here then. P1RC's now with a 2.1 seconds lead. Tyres looking good, as are Ice Chance in 2nd. He's pulled more time over Pilgrim in 3rd as well. A gap up to 3.3 seconds. So without great big mistakes, this really is where the fight is between these two. He's out on his own. Obi's got his way back past Skippy. Oh yeah, we saw that. We saw Skippy run himself off track. So Obi's back up into 7th, but a long way down. Skippy's in 8th. So it's all about this, which will be final lap then. Unfortunately, we'll have the medium tyres for race 3. Use the soft tyres in race 1, use soft tyres in race 2. It's going to give him the medium tyres in race 3 off the line. It's going to get swamped a little bit into turn 1, turn 2. Might already end up at the back of the pack through there, depending on how much of a start he can get. Ice Chan's already dropped the mediums in race 1, so he's got the softs left for race 2. Pilgrim's got the mediums to play with in race 3 as well. Tyre Slayers, Tyre Slayer, you've got softs left for final race. Captain Pugwash still harassing you for that position. And I think Captain Pugwash has already used the mediums as well, so he's got softs left for the final race. Mocking Weeks, obviously he's on his mediums this race, so he'll have the softs left. Obi will have the softs on the final race. Skippy is parked up at the line again. There it is, 15-minute timer clicks over again. This will become final lap. Pav 46 still leads. Comfortable as well, 2.5 seconds from Ice Chand. Skippy's crossed the line then, he takes that 8th position. So you've got to keep it steady now then, Pav. Don't do anything drastic. Sorry, Pilgrim not been able to close the gap up on Ice Chand in front. Tyre Slayer pulls a bit of time over Captain Pugwash, so getting a bit fingery with the buttons. Keeps himself out of the danger zone of Captain Pugwash. A couple of corners to go for everyone. Mocking Weeks then should be comfortable for 6th place, as should, well, Obi's obviously going to be comfortable for 7th because Skippy's already crossed the line. Here he comes then. VR46 livery around the final turn. 3 seconds he's managed to gather between himself and Ice Chand as he comes up towards the line. It's a comfortable win then in the end for Pav. Managed to fight his way through the crowd early in the first couple of corners, got himself into 3rd, and just managed to push his way past the other drivers and extend his lead up from Ice Chand then taking 2nd. Well, 4 also managed to work his way through the crowd and just wasn't able to close that gap down on Pav 46, unfortunately. Kept himself clear of this man though, Pilgrim taking 3rd. Again, starting quite far back, but not quite making it work. Tyre Slayer taking 4th, Captain Pugwash taking 5th. These two having a little bit of a battle for the last couple of laps. Mocking Weeks did well on his medium tyres. He was only 3 seconds off of the back of Captain Pugwash by the time the race finished, 15 seconds off of race leader. Obi takes 7th and Skippy comes home in 8th, which we saw him do. What does that say on the back of your what? John Player Special Rocket Bunny Pandem? Interesting. Okay, Rocket Bunny. So that was race 2. Footer's turned up. Footer's appeared for the final race. Are you and Bo sharing it? Are you having a race each? So 2 minutes till the start of race 3 then. Oh, 3 minutes depending on which clock I'm looking at. It's going to be wherever you finished in race 2 is where you start in race 3. And that's not going to work for Footer. He's just going to get slung right to the back of the pack because you can't just turn up and have an advantage. See you later. So you're going to start at the back, Mr. Footer. But yes, wherever you finished up in race 2 is where you start in race 3. Again, some of those drivers have got to stick that medium tyre on for this final race. Pav 46 being one of those drivers. He's going to be on pole position, but he's got those medium tyres on. A couple of other drivers, I think, have got to opt for the mediums. Who hasn't? So Pav, I think Pilgrim, and Tyre Slayer? I know it was Bo. It was Bo in race 1 that had got the softs on. He doesn't count. He's not in the lobby anymore. Does Footer get penalised with hard tyres as well? No, you can't do that. You can't start at the backhand on hard tyres. Poor guy. Pav 46. Ooh. He's up front on the mediums. Got a frowny face. That's never a good look, is it? Ah, there it is. There it is. Skippy throwing his hand up in the chat then. Just Obi-Wan, sorry. So yes, they must have had a little bit of a coming together somewhere. I thought it was the case, but again, you know, that respect is shown. Whatever happened, happened. He's thrown his hand up. Oh yeah, Paddy's got to run mediums as well. Ooh. Pav on mediums. Pilgrim on mediums. I think everybody else will be on the soft tyre. So yeah, there you go. Obi-Wan's just come back in the chat. Back to Skippy. No problem, no worries. I'm sorry. So who knows whose fault it was. So no, I'm not blaming you now, Skips. Because, you know, who knows? Could have been a bit of a late braking manoeuvre with the squishier tyres that didn't help out. Okay then, race 3 just about to get underway. When we can get in the lobby. Come on. There it is. Right, nonsense on quickly. So Pav 46 on that pole position, then Ice Chan second, Pilgrim in third, Tyre Slayer fourth, Pugwash in fifth, Mocky Weeks in sixth, Obi-Wan in seventh, Skippy in eighth, we've got Footer in ninth, we've got the lights going on now then. Get these jumpy Porsches underway, hopefully no false starts. Not this time. Oh. I don't think we didn't have a Footer racing. Didn't join for the final race then. Pav 46, is he going to hold the line? No, he's not. Ice Chan's just decided to drive right around the outside of him on the soft tyre. Will he hold the line into turn 2? Should do. Can he carry the speed out is the question. So, Ice Chan then. Now we've got a little bit of a cork in the bottle as they come into these twisty turny sections with Pav 46 on that medium tyre behind. It will be a little bit slower than the softer tyre, which Ice Chan is on. Ice Chan needs to use that to his advantage now. Press really hard on these fresh tyres. Open that gap up while he's got that cork, which is working. 1.2 seconds lead over Pav 46. Pugwash on the softer tyre, not able to get his way past in third at the minute. Obi-Wan into fourth. Pilgrim fifth. Mocky Weeks has gone for the black livery for the final race. There it is. Pilgrim Tyre Slayer side by side coming into that corner. Pilgrim just getting through. Again, he's on that medium tyre, Pilgrim, for this last race. Tyre Slayer on the softs. Skippy on the softs. Is Ice Chan. 1.7 second lead over Pav 46 at the minute. We're probably going to see some overtakes any second. Mocky Weeks and Obi-Wan already up into third and fourth. And that softer tyre, the pair of them for this final race. Still stuck behind Pav 46 though. Sticks one up the inside, a little bit of a ding-dong with Pav 46. That's going to slow him right down. Mocky Weeks is going to squeeze his way through there as well. Pav having a little look back up the inside of Mockin. Big kick on the way on there for Mockin, but managed to keep it out of the wall. Pav goes from the lead of the race into second then and drops a little bit further back. He might fall further back here. Captain Pugwash getting a run on him down to the bridge exit. Be able to outbrake him onto this into this corner as well. Pav 46 falls to fifth then. Tyre Slayer 6th. Skippy 7th. Pilgrim in 8th. Medium tyre costing him a position or two as well. So the pack now free to chase down Ice Chan, Obi-Wan and Mocky Weeks, the closest drivers. That Gap already down to a second. They're really pressing. Ice Chan not taking advantage of that cork as much as he should have, really. Hopefully, with no mistakes, you are going to see a good battle between Obi and Mocky Weeks. These two have been pretty close most of the season. 46 then coming back for that fourth position. Not letting Captain Pugwash getting away with it that cleanly. Put himself under pressure here. Tyre Slayers all over the back of him. He's not too far off the back of Tyre Slay either. Pilgrim, unfortunately, on that medium tyre. 3.2 seconds off the field at the moment. Champ then, just wondering if he can kick his doors open, maybe make that Porsche a little bit wider, make it a little bit more trickier. Closed down by Obi. Mocky Weeks not letting either of them out of his sight either. There's a little wheel through there, maybe running himself off track a tiny bit. Picking up some dirt on some of those tyres. Wash then comfortably into fourth for the time being. He's pulled a little bit of a gap from Pav 46. Tyre Slayer next in line to have a go. Bit of a straight coming up then. Should get a better exit out of that turn than Pav 46. Goes up the inside around that sweeping right-hander. Yeah, nothing Pav can do here against these drivers on this softer tyre. Just not able to carry the speed into these corners. Oh, as we see Tyre Slayer getting it far too fast into that one. Slinging himself off track though. So that puts Pav 46 firmly back onto the rear end of Captain Pugwash coming down here. Skippy's got his way through as well, so he's into 6. He's back on the tail of Pav 46 now. Tyre Slayer in 7th. Bit of work to do to close his way back onto the field. And Pilgrim still 3 seconds down in 8th. Struggling on those mediums a little bit. Just catch a race leader. Under serious threat here from Obi-Wan. Let's get a little bit of a different camera going. Mocky Weeks a little bit further back than he'd like. Nice Chand just giving up that position to Obi. Knows he's quicker. Might well see him do the same thing to Mocky Weeks. Don't know yet. With third place Mocking then, chasing down the top 2. Nice Chand. Oh. See how much that's cost him in terms of time. Obi-Wan pulls away from him. Mocking Weeks closes up, scoots around the right hand side of him. Throttle as well, side by side with Mocky Weeks through there. Would have pushed him a little bit too wide, so Mocky Weeks gains 2nd then. Still within tow range of Obi in front. As Chan then drops back to 3rd. Captain Pugwash 4th. Pav 46 5th. Under threat here though by the Australian. Tyres just costing him the opportunity here. Tyre Slayer onto the back of him as well again. A little look up the inside through there. Pav 46 having to take totally different lines on the way into these corners. Tail end there a little bit, sorry, Pav 46. Come on, cameras. into that 5th. Tyre Slayer's piling the pressure on him though. Pugwash. How did you end up in 7th? What have I missed? Got a great big dent on the front of your car. Which wall didn't you stop at? Which corner did you think you were coming up to, but you weren't? Down into 7th then for Captain Pugwash. Horns all over the place from these boys with that DRS wide open. Oh, we've missed a swap here. There's another mistake, I think, by Obi-Wan. Mocking Weeks is now through into 1st place. Probably leading the championship at this point, I think, is Mocking Weeks. Now he's just had a couple of good results here tonight with that poor result by Obi. Mistake costing him dearly, really. Chan holding on to 3rd, Skippy into 4th now then. Battle happening behind Pav 46, trying to hang on to 5th. Tyre Slayer almost passed him there, wasn't able to get round him. Oh, a little dink into the wall there for Pav. Slowing down a little bit through the dome, he goes wide, cuts back across. Slayer still not able to press his Porsche hard enough to get past him through there. Reasonably long straights coming up though. Oh, thought about it, Tyre Slayer up the inside. Needs a good drive down here. Oh, has he carried the speed out? He has. Slow exit there for Pav 46. Tyre Slayer's able to carry the speed round. You saw him swerve round to get to avoid contact with Pav 46 in front. Scoops his way past into 5th at turn 1. Pav 46 tucks himself into the slipstream then. Those medium tyres will be costing him, so he needs every advantage he can get. Pugwash at 7th then. Pilgrim. More mistakes. He's got a damaged rear end now, 11 seconds back, unfortunately. So heading back up to the front of the race, Mocking Weeks with almost fluctuating just over a second lead from Obi. Back down to under a second now. Again, these two really close all season, bar someone getting punted off or a mistake like we saw Obi earlier. Was leading and just stuck himself in the sand. Making it work at the minute though, Mocking. 1.2 seconds I've just seen that clock flick over to. Chand unable to keep with the pace of those two in front. 4 seconds back then. Comfortably in 3rd though. Skippy another 10 seconds back really. He's got Tyre Slayer for company though. Starting to make his way through the pack then. Tyre Slayer has had a couple of good battles with Pav to try and get past him a lap or two. Again, Pav just struggling on those medium tyres in this final race. Wash in 7th, having a lonely one at the minute, 6.5 seconds behind Pav, 14 seconds ahead of Pilgrim. Pilgrim also having a lonely one at the back. That's another mistake, I think, somewhere from Obi. He's lost a second to Mocking Weeks. Not a big mistake, but enough to open that gap up. Double its margin. So 12.5 minutes into race 3, 2.5 minutes left. Mocking Weeks got 1.5 seconds lead, just over 1.6 seconds from Obi-Wan in 2nd. Nice Chand, 4 seconds down, and happy about it, I bet. fourth. Tyre Slayer not been able to get past him yet. Pav 46 not quite out of the picture yet, even on that medium tyre. Any kind of big mistake from those drivers in front, Pav 46 could probably throw himself back into the mix here. Only 1.9 seconds behind that little battle in front. They get a little bit tasty between themselves. Work out properly in his favour. Captain Pugwash then 6.8 seconds behind in 7th. And Pilgrim, we just catch him getting himself back on track. More damage on that car. What's going on? I think we're going to see Pilgrim do a skippy and do some burnouts and spin himself around on the finish straight. Wait for the clock to tick down. He's too far back to chase anyone down now. Weeks maintained that lead up front, extended it a little bit, 1.9 seconds it stretched back up to. I believe it is one of Mockin's favourite tracks, the Saint, is it? Is it one of your faves, Mockin? Again, don't forget to vote for Driver of the Day, people. They do get accumulated up at the end of the season, and the driver with the most Driver of the Day nominations gets a little bit of a prize. I don't know what that is. It could be a custard pie in the face for all I know. So coming up to the 15-minute mark, halfway around this final lap then. Markin Weeds extends his lead 2.8 seconds. Pulling away. Oh, it's a mistake from Ice Chand. He did have 10 seconds. It's a recent mistake as well. Big dent on the front of that car. Skippy and Tyre Slayer get the way past. Oh, what a shame for Ice Chand. He was hanging on to that third really well. Still got an opportunity here. He's got a couple of corners left to try and battle that one back. But we'll see. We'll see how he gets on. So Pilgrim has already crossed the line then. Done some burnouts, crashed his car into the pit wall. Probably. Mockin's just got to make his way through the dome one more time. Putting a little bit more time over Obi. He's possibly knows he can't go for the win now then, so just backing off. He's got plenty of time behind him. It's going to be Mockin Weeks that comes home in first place for race 3 then. So decent results for Mockin. 2 firsts and a 6th place when he had the medium tyre on. Obi coming home in 2nd. Too bad, not too well on the mediums either. Got himself involved in a little tangle with Skippy. Here he is, just coming up to the line. Skips. He is going to hang on to 3rd position. Tyre Slayer is also going to hang on to 4th. And unfortunately, Ice Chand not able to battle his way back and get that position. Thought you were going to take that 3rd, Ice Chand, but no. Pav 46 then on those mediums comes home in 6th position. Captain Pugwash takes 7th, and we saw Pilgrim having a bit of a mare of it on those mediums, so he's backed off and went and had a little bit of a fun lap, I think. Smashed himself into a few walls and drove off the track a few times, went to see some fans, and then donutted everywhere. There he is, Mockin Weeks on that top spot again then tonight. 2 race wins for him. And there it is, round 5 of P1RC's Porsche 911 GT3 RS Cup, or League, or Championship. It is League, that's what I call it. So that's round 5 done and dusted. Back again on Sunday night at 9 o'clock for the next round of the Subaru WRX versus Mitsubishi Evo League. I think we're back in the GR4s this week. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys, but I think it's the GR4s. And then back again, same time, same place next week for the next round of the Porsches. Maybe even see 1 or 2 extra drivers in next week. We'll see. We'll see. But that's it for me tonight, people. If you liked what you've watched, make sure you click all those like buttons. Subscribe if you haven't. I mean, you know what I want, peeps. Most of all, I want you to tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.